Hey, what's going on, Snapchat fam? I hope that you had a great Sunday. I just want to say thank you to all of you that have reached out. So, I launched a new website called yocarlos.com in which I will be answering your questions throughout the year. So, the first question actually came from my buddy Tamer right here on Snapchat. So Tamer has 4 years of experience in social media, and he wants to know, how did I get where I am at today in my career? I get asked this question a lot, and I tell people very simple: hard work, a lot of sleepless nights, and luck. But really though, my story goes back to 2008 when I was working in the banking industry and I was laid off from my job due to the economy. The same day that I lost my job was the day that I joined LinkedIn, which was November of 2008. Knowing that there was no one hiring in banking or finance at the time because of the economy, I had to make a change in my career. Now, mind you, this is 2008. This wasn't 2016 when everyone and their mother is on Facebook. 2008. So I just lose my job. My wife is 8 months pregnant, and I joined LinkedIn groups, built a profile, and started networking. So the same month I lost my job, 500,000 other Americans also lost theirs, which inspired me to do something different. So instead of finding a job for myself at the age of 25, I made a decision that I would help get America back to work and help others find jobs. So essentially, my job became to help others find jobs, and in that, my company, Jobs Direct USA, was born. So I want to preface by saying I did not go to college. I did not know at all how to run a business. So I saw social media as really a differentiator of how I was going to grow my business and compete with Monster and Career Builder. So between having LinkedIn groups, Twitter accounts, Facebook pages that would all shoot out job openings to people, I hosted pink slip parties and job fairs. Now, let's take into account I didn't have the financial backing of VCs or angel investors. Everything was being funded out of my pocket. So I had no choice but to study how was I going to grow my business, build brand awareness, and grow sales. I literally spent so many sleepless nights while my family was in bed just studying. I would research things like how to drive more website traffic using Twitter. So using social media was not just limited to marketing for brand awareness. It was for relationship building, prospecting, selling, what we know is social selling today. PR was another important component of my business, and I learned how to leverage social media to pitch to traditional media. So despite not making a dime for the first couple of years I was in business, I was able to successfully leverage social media to grow a community. Thousands upon thousands of recruiters throughout the United States got to know myself as well as Jobs Direct USA. In my third year in business, not only was I hosting job fairs that I was able to monetize and again leverage social media to promote those events, but those same recruiters that I had connected with in years 1 and 2 were now approaching me to do work for them. Eventually, companies, brands started hiring me and my company to aid them with social recruiting. One of those brands was Winn-Dixie, which is a supermarket chain based out of Jacksonville, Florida, where I lived at the time. So after helping Winn-Dixie market their in-store job fairs using social media, I went through the interview process for their first ever corporate social media manager role. And one of the people that played a big role in helping me eventually land the job at Winn-Dixie is Mr. Nick Cicero, who worked for their agency of record. And that's it. After grinding and hustling, going broke, bankrupt, foreclosed, you name it, I landed my first brand marketing job. Looking back, man, it helped me build so much character that Man, I don't regret it at all. I seriously don't know where I would be today or what I would be doing if it wasn't for everything that I had to go through and overcome. Real talk. So, anyways, Tamara, I was at Winn-Dixie for a couple years, started up social media for them, which was just an awesome experience. Then from Winn-Dixie, I moved on to Save a Lot, where I ran digital before coming out here to San Francisco, where I was hired by LinkedIn. I'll say this, my friend, everything that you do in life is a stepping stone for the future. That's real talk. I would have never been hired back in 2012 by Winn-Dixie had it not been for everything I had to go through with Jobs Direct USA. So my advice to you or to anyone out there who is looking to learn from this and land a job in social media is first, what is your end game? Start with the end game and work backwards. What is it going to take for you to get there? So if your end game is to be a head of social media for a company, great. You need to start getting experience in social media. Now let's face it, experience is not just shooting out tweets. Anyone can do that. But it's having very deep grasp and understanding of the fundamentals of how social media works to benefit a business. And again, we all got to start somewhere. So if you've been in the game for a few years now, take that experience, package it up, have a resume, have a website. Yes, I said resume. They are still important for employers out there, but don't stop just at the resume. Use things like Twitter and LinkedIn to put you in front of other brand marketers or social media managers out there for companies who you can learn from. But also use these tools to help grow your personal brand through blogging, through Twitter chats, by having one-on-one dialogue. Again, that is why your end game, starting with that and working your way backwards, is critical to your success. What's your pitch? Who are you? What compelling story do you have to offer and tell? Think about those things. Think about it right now. We all have value, but you have to be realistic with your experience and the value that you have to offer today, right now. I've been in this game for 8 years, but would I be crazy to go to a company right now and say, hey, I'm going to be your CMO? No. But again, it's about the long-term play. So what are you trying to accomplish long-term? How are you going to get there? And what are you going to do to make it happen? Anyways, I hope that this provided some guidance to my dude, Tamer, out there. Thank you so much for writing to me on yocarlos.com. And if I can help you personally, shoot me a message. Visit yocarlos.com, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. Fist bumps out.
When you think of a job fair, I bet this is what you picture. Long lines, a bunch of booths, people in suits. The first thing that comes to mind probably isn't a bar and dance club. It's exactly what Twisted Martini will be, the place for employers to find people who are looking for jobs. The idea was presented to the president of Jobs Direct USA, a locally based...
It's very much an open social networking event. It's not intended to be like your traditional job fairs, so it's just really about networking. To use free job networking sites such as LinkedIn, Twitter, even Facebook. Use social networking to connect with recruiters. 2, they have to. I had a spouse that was 8 months pregnant at the time, and I did not want to be just another person that was unemployed in America, so I decided to take action. It affects the employed, whether you're a Republican, whether you're a Democrat, whether you're Hispanic, you're American, you're African American. It affects everybody. This is a crisis. On job fairs, they're actually not being found in boardrooms. They're being found by forming relationships. Social media, such as LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, it's made that possible. And what we're doing with the Pink Slip Party is
Direct USA knows firsthand what it's like to be unemployed.
I actually started this company 3 years ago as a result of the job loss.
So now Carlos Gill is in Palm Beach County.
I hope you guys out there are enjoying these snaps because I am enjoying sharing them from here with you guys. I will see you tomorrow.